Adrian, I mean, having dabbled in a bit of dance myself...
Of course.
Looking at that...
a bit flexible. I kind of do martial arts, that's my thing.
Red Velvet.
Great story.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, now, Adrian, at the end of this month, you'll be appearing in Red Velvet, which was it so remarkable that a black actor was then playing Othello in 18... Goodbye.
Good night. Thank you, Adrian. Lovely.
So since Brussels, then, what changes have been made in airports to tighten security?
Well, we spoke to 8 airports across the UK, and 5 of them said that they've increased their police presence. 3 of them said they didn't want to tell us what they were doing, quite understandably. The Department of Transport told us that they're constantly reviewing all their security measures. But what's interesting are the things that could potentially come in. So we could see more sniffer dogs. We know that they have that incredible sense of smell, but not just the fact that they could potentially sniff out, you know, explosive devices or whatever and drugs. They're actually a deterrent in themselves because actually they're, they're unpredictable. Just their presence.
And they have them in Australia and New Zealand.
Yeah. More undercover police, so you won't. They'll just be in and amongst us. But also training up people who work at the airports. If you think about Heathrow, 76,000 people work at Heathrow Airport. It's like a small city. Everyone from cleaning staff to people who work in restaurants to check-in, just everybody just being aware of what they should and shouldn't be looking out for. But beyond that, technology, more biometrics. So we already have, fingerprint recognition and voice recognition. We could potentially see facial recognition being used. It is already in some airports just to look at how the flow of people through an airport, how fast you can get people through security. At the moment, facial recognition is a contentious issue because of privacy laws, but potentially in the future you could have people on a watch list. If you see them at an airport, you could match them up. So there's lots of potential security measures that could be brought in.
Do you both feel on edge when you go to airports? I mean, I know you... Well, Paul, you just got back from Borneo, haven't you?
No, it doesn't bother me, and I sort of welcome these and everything, and I still get frisked. I think they do.
You're one of them.
Yeah. And they always say, "Oh, we do it every now and then." I think, well, how come you do it to me all the time? The carry-on luggage.
I can't bear
and hold
that.
everything up. I feel like saying, for God's sake,
we know the drill now.
Yeah, exactly. Let's make it easy for ourselves. So
as long as people don't overreact, feel safer.
What about not taking your family into the terminal for you? Would that?
Well, again, I just think they're shifting the frontier further and further out. I mean, then it becomes the bus where you get on there, and then it's when you start getting towards the bus. I mean, there's got to be a point where you are going on a flight. And they've got to find where that is.
And Anita, we touched on racial profiling in the piece. What's your personal view, then?
Well, look, the argument for racial profiling is that, if you know that a threat is coming from or you think a threat is coming from a particular community, you're more likely to target that community. But, anecdotally, every person who I've talked to who's not white at the moment fears that actually this could target them. It opens up the potential for abuse. It makes people feel victimised. Talk to anybody Irish in the 70s and 80s how they felt, or any young girl in a hijab, or anybody Asian with a beard and a rucksack getting on the tube, how they feel. And I think as soon as, personally, if you really want to know personally how I feel, it's as soon as you start fearing the person or you're suspicious of the person sitting next to you on the tube purely based on what they look like, then the terrorists have won. They're kind of breeding suspicion and breaking down the fundamentals of our society. So I think, racial profiling, I would hope, and we know that it's a lot more nuanced and sophisticated than just based on...
certain amount of common sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't like being frisked, someone saying, I love your show, and I'm thinking, why are you searching me?
Yeah. No, it is a bit odd. They always say to me, where's your little dog? I go,
find it.
I think if your route hard enough, you might find it.
Not in there. Thank you, Anita. Thank you.